What up y'all, T-Skip here and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video will be a part 2 to the unique Mogs in WoW. So just like the previous video, I'll be going over 10 different Mogs that you can collect, and I'll also go over what kind of armor type it is or what kind of weapon type it is. And just like the previous video, you can go down the timestamps in the description and I'll have everything listed there, and if there's anything notable I'll have it down there too. Plus right there on the bottom of the screen where you can skip ahead, I'll do the exact same thing. Like say if it's for leather, I'll make sure it says leather. If it's for plate, cloth, all that will be right there. So if there's one certain one you're looking after, you can skip around to whichever one you want. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. First up on our list is the Zealous Felslinger cloth set. So this set comes from the Antoran Wastes in the Broken Isles. So if you didn't know, just come to Dalaran, New Dalaran, and take the portal right there to come to Argus, and then you'll come over here. But basically, let's say what it looks like. So we'll hop into here, type in Zell, and that'll do it right there. So this set basically looks like the Eridar that are out here, hence why I jumped on my Draenei Eridar. And let's take a look at it. So the helm looks like that. Let's go ahead and put the staff up. The shoulders like that. The chest looks like that. There is wrist, but you know they always get covered up, but that is the wrist. There's the hands. There is the belt. There's the legs, but you're not going to see those. And then the feet, kind of terrible on here. But that's the set right there. So the reason why I went piece by piece is that's how you're going to collect this set. It's not going to be an all-in-one. So if you want this full set, you're going to have to get it piece by piece. Now, how do we get this set? So once you come out here, there are, well, I stayed here to show you that chest, but that chest right there, there's a small chance they can drop from these Legion chests. The other small chance is there's 3 rares. One is, I think, over here, another's up here, and one's in the middle. But the 3 rares are the Admiral Re'var at 73.71. The next rare is Voidwarden Valsuran at 55.21, and Worldsplitter Skuul at 51.53. I'll have all this in the description. So if you just want to roll down, look at it, you'll know it. But that's where that set comes from. And just remember, it's a small chance. So if you see any of these, click them. Let's see if we did not get anything. But those 3 rares and small chests, just go out and farm them if you like that set. So that's the first set, the Zealous Felslinger claw set. So let's move on to the next one. Next up on the list is the World-Defilers set. So this is basically the same thing as the cloth set we just mentioned, but for plate wares. So this one actually comes from Kor'Kron. The vast majority comes from here. And it's going to be pretty much the same. You're going to want to farm the chest out here, which these are going to be the Eridar war supplies. But there is quite a few rares, and I'll talk about those in a second. But let's go ahead and check out the Mogs. So if we type in world, and it'll pop up right there. It's the World-Defilers set. So for the plate, we will, daggone it. We will put that up. So there's the helm. Let's go to the shoulders. Let's go right here. Then the wrists, which you really can't see. The hands. The belt. The pants. And the feet. So that is the World-Defilers set right there. It gives you the Fel themed plateware set. So how do we get this one? Like I said, basically you're going to want to open these right here, the Eridar war supply chests, which it looks like a vast majority is over here, but I guess they could be anywhere else. But there are quite a few rares compared to the cloth set. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 rares out here in Kor'Kron that you can kill with a chance at a piece of it, and 1 in the Antoran Wastes. So in Kor'Kron, it is Talestra the Vile at 55.80, Commander Endaxis at 45.58, Khazaduum at 41.45, Commander Vecaya at 39.38, Tereck the Selector at 69.56. And then there is one mob, I guess if you're out here, the Mistress Il'thendra. His names are crazy, I'm telling you. But she's at 57.33. And just like I said in the last one, I'll put all these in the description to make it way easier to see on there. But that's pretty much how you get those. You can get one shot a day of killing the rares, or you can go out. Did somebody take that? I was going to open it and see if we got it. But yeah, just open those chests. And like I said, this is the exact same. They're on really low drop chance. But if you really like that Mog, it's I guess it's a good thing to go farming. All right, so that's the plate set. Let's move on to another one. Next on the list is another cloth set. Well, it's not really a set. It's only a couple items, but it's what I like to call the Archimonde set. So this comes from the Hellfire Citadel raid in Tanaan Jungle in Draenor. So once you come out here, raids at 47.52. This set comes from Archimonde, the last boss of the raid. The good news is it drops from every difficulty except for LFR, the exact same appearance. So there's 3 items you're looking for: the Demon Prince's Ascendant Crown, Mantle of the Erdar Lore, and Demon Buckle Stash of Argus. So if we throw these on, you can see it gives the Archimonde appearance. So if we go to his model, there he is right there. Hopefully maybe from the trading post or somewhere, Blizzard will add the other pieces, because we don't have the legs or the hands or the belt. Oh, well, we do have the belt, but not the legs. That's got like the chain and stuff, so you won't see it like how you see his. But that's the items right there. Now, it doesn't come with anything else, doesn't have the chest or anything, but I wanted to quickly mention, when I used to wear this, there is one robe. So let's see, because I put it on favorite right here. It's called the Shroud of the Laura Nala, something like that. And if we put it on, you can see that other than that blue right there and there, it does give it a good match. See the green and chest and all, it does give it a pretty cool look. So I just wanted to mention that and where to get it from. So if you do like this whole set and you wanted like the chest too, it does got like the demon right there as well, so it does look good enough. It comes from Shatra. So if we go to Outland, and where's it? I guess it's right there, Shatra. I think it's one of the guys over here. It's just one of the vendors. So but that's where it comes from, and you can get that full set. But like I said, you can farm that one. It's the last boss on normal, heroic, or mythic. I'd recommend doing mythic first, just a chance at the mythic mount. So at least get a, hit 2 birds, 1 stone kind of deal. But that's how you get that one. So let's move on to the next one. Next up on the list is a 2-handed sword, and it is called Mogu Blade of 1,000 Slaves. Now, I want to give a shout out to Rombo Dazzle. I hope I didn't butcher that. They left a comment about this sword, and I had no idea about how low of a drop chance it is. So, the sword comes from the Mogu Palace, which is right above Siege of Orgrimmar. So, the Mogu Palace is at 80.33 in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms in Pandaland. So, it looks like if we jump into here, this is it right here, and it comes from the last boss of the raid. So if you can see, it looks like it comes from all of them, even Time Walking. That's pretty cool. But it is right here, Mogu Blade of 1,000 Slaves. So if we click on it, that's what it looks like right there. And make sure, yeah, see, even Time Walking, so that's pretty cool. But that's what it looks like right there. I just didn't know it had this crazy drop chance on it. Online, people were saying it is 0.04, I think, like that. So if this is something you like, that's where that one comes from. If you like collecting the low drop rate stuff. So that's the 2-handed sword. Let's move on to the next one. Next up on the list is the Kor'Kron Shaman set. Now this one comes from Siege of Orgrimmar, and I come to this raid quite a bit. But it is in Vale of Eternal Blossoms and Pandaland at 7244, right below the dungeon we were just talking about. So this one drops from one of the bosses inside the raid right here, Kor'Kron Dark Shamans. And you can run this on any difficulty, raid, normal, mythic, heroic. The thing about this one is you have to be Shaman and it won't be part of the loot table. So as you can see, I can click on here and see the Kor'Kron treasures. The set is not in here. So what it is actually a chance to drop from the boss. So it's kind of like the other Mogs we talked about in the past video of them just automatically going to your bag, or like a Lego. When you get that, you don't loot it, it just pops up in your bag. That's how this one works. So it's a low drop chance, but if it does pop on there and you kill it, this is what it'll look like. So we will put on Kor'Kron. So I've got the helm, but I only had the helm because they used this appearance for one of the legendaries in Legion. So put those away. So that's the helm. Let's go to shoulders. There's the shoulders. There's the chest. Can't really see that too much. Wrists. Can't really see that. There's the hands. There is the belt. There is the legs, and let's see, there's the legs. So that's what it looks like. This will look really good. Let's see if we can, yep, there we go. We can take all that appearance off. So that will look real good on an orc. If you play an orc shaman, this will be really cool. But that's the set right there, the Kor'Kron Shaman's set. And that's where you get it from. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Next up on the list is the Scarlet Crusade ensembles for mail and plate wearers. Now, this one has a little bit of a prerequisite to it. So what we are going to need is this tabard right here. And the reason you need this tabard is you have to be wearing the tabard to access the vendor to buy the ensembles. So you can't transmog this. You have to actually have the tabard on to access the vendor. So where do we get this tabard from? Well, we're going to come out here to Tristfall Glades and the Eastern Kingdoms. Alliance just comes straight to the top, and Undercity, or for Horde, just come to Undercity and fly over here. I'm at 1886. And what we're headed to is right here, the Scarlet Halls. So right when you get here, you're just going to run straight up the steps and go to the right. That's where the Scarlet Halls is, right there. So once we get in the Scarlet Halls, we will make our way all the way to Arms Master Harlan. He's basically in this little Coliseum area. You'll open up 2 doors, and it'll be a just big round area, and that's where you fight him at. And he's the one that drops the tabard. So if the tabard doesn't drop, just run out and reset it and keep going until you actually get this tabard. Now, after we get the tabard, you're actually going to have to wear this to buy the ensembles. So unless you just want another tabard that pretty much looks the same, run this on a mail or plateware so you'll be able to wear it on them to buy the ensembles, because the ensembles are soul bound, so you have to use it. Now, a little other disclaimer. I was reading in the comments that a lot of people would buy one set of ensembles and somehow they were automatically getting the other one. So if you do this, try and buy it on a plate or a mail, and then just double check that you have it on both. Because it seems some people accidentally got it that way, and if you don't, you'll have to run this on another character with the, like, if you did it first time on mail, you have to do it on a plate. But some people were saying they got it in one go, so double check that. And just a heads up, it's kind of pricey. The new tabard is 25k a piece, and the ensembles are 10k a piece. So you'll get the full sets, but that's where to go. So with all that said, where is the Quartermaster? Well, the Quartermaster is actually in Darkmoon Fair. So you'll have 1 week every month that you can go buy them. I'll put up a picture right now where it's located in Darkmoon Fair, because Darkmoon Fair is not up right now. But it's right next to where the animal pen area at the end of the island is. So you'll just go to them, you'll be wearing the tabard, and you'll be able to buy the ensemble. So I do have the ensembles, but the dark iron, or my dark iron beard will cover up some of it. So I'm gonna jump on a different character and show it off. All right, so here's the male version. I jumped on my evoker so you can see how it looks on this one. So that'll be the items you get for the male version, the Scarlet, Crusade ensembles. So here is the tabard that you'll get from the drop. It actually has the bottom part, so we'll put that one on. You can see it has that. So if you like that one a little bit more, but this is the one that costs 25k. It's a half one, which I really can't see the difference. See, if I take this off, the chest already pretty much gives it to you, which is, it's kind of weird. You'd think it'd be a little bit different, but it's really not much of nothing. But if you do want it for your collections, it's right there. I do like the one that drops. It gives it more of a no look. So now let's jump onto the plate one real quick. All right, so here is the plate set. As you can see, it looks pretty much the same, but I will mention that I was trying these on. Let's go ahead and throw it. There's the regular tabard, and there's the other tabard. See, I have this tabard because I bought it on the other character, but as you can see, if I jump over to chest plate, I don't have it. And the reason I don't have it is because I don't have the tabard on this character, and I bought it. So if I'm wanting it on my plate set, I'm gonna have to go farm that tabard to buy it on here. So just to show that, I guess some people got lucky and got both sets. I didn't. So if I'm wanting it on here, I'll have to go back and get it. So that's the plate style. So let's move on to the next mod. Next one up is a super easy one to get. So this is the Fel-Proof Goggles. So where do we get this from? We will come back out here to Tanayan Jungle, and I am at 4644, and I am in Drandor. So just come over here, and you will see this cart sitting in the Fel lava right here. And this chest right here, all you got to do is just click on it, and boom, you will get, where did you go? Right here. The Fel-Proof Goggles. I've already got it on this character, but that's it. So what do they look like? We put in Fel-Proof Goggles. So if you like the goggle style and you want a Fel-Proof, maybe for your Warlock or something, there it is. This one is super easy to get. Just fly out here and pick them up. That's all it is to it. All right, so now let's move on to another one. Next on the list is a Hunter Gun Mog, and the reason I choose this one, not only does it have a pretty cool appearance to it, it's like a ray gun, it has a cool little animation and a cool sound effect with your auto attacks. So if we check them out, that's the gold version. There are two more versions, so let's jump over here. The gold version is called the Light Auto Stabilizing Energy Rifle. The Supervolt is the silver version. It looks like that, and there's one more right here. That Light Auto Stabilizing Energy Rifle. Pretty much looks the same, just different, slightly different color. So how do we get these? Well, the majority of them, like the gold and I think the silver one, yeah, they come from the Mechagon dungeon. So you'll have to get a drop out of there. Or you can wait till the Mythic Plus rotation and they finally bring that one back. Or if you like the other silver one, we can come out to Mechagon. And there's two rares out here that can drop the silver one. Right here at 2269, Paol Pondwader drops it. And there's also, where were you? Right here. Enforcer KXT57 at 5555 also drops it. So there's two rares you can come out here and farm if you do like this one. So I came out here to the training dummy, and I'm gonna turn the effects up so you can hear the hear the sound and see the animation. Next up on the list is a plate shoulder mog, and it is the Pauldrons of Za'qul. I think that's how you say it, I'm not sure. But it comes from the Eternal Palace and Nazjatar. So if what you want to do is come out to Nazjatar and come to where I am at 5010. So if you've never been to this raid, this one's a little different. You're not going to actually have the entrance right here. What you're going to do is jump into the water and swim down, and then it's automatically going to pull you to where the raid is. So this one, while we're heading there, I will open it up and show you. These are them right here. the Pauldrons of Za'qul. So it drops from mythic difficulty and heroic difficulty. It does not drop in normal or raid finder. So you've got 2 chances of it if you want to go. And it drops from the second to last boss. So if we take a look at it, that's what they look like right there. You see the shoulders with the little eyes in it. They look pretty daggone dope. But they have a low drop chance. They're almost like the shoulders from Geralt. And pretty much they look like the same ones, like the boss. So if we open up the model, you can see right there he's wearing them. So if that's something you like to farm, because they do look pretty cool, that's where it comes from. For the final Mog on the list, it will be the Ethereal Mog. So I've already made a video on this in my companion pet video. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend checking it out because it goes over a lot of cool things companion pets can do other than pet battle. I'll link it up top if you do want to check it out. But essentially you'll have this pet right here, the Ethereal Soul Trader, and he pretty much acts like a vendor. Now, how do we get this one? Now, this is where things get a little tricky. This is a TCG pet, so it can kind of be expensive. So I checked the auction house before I made the video, and he was going for 1.9 mil. The other way to get him inside the game is the black market auction house. You can double check that every once in a while to see if he's in there. Now, for my 2 cents, just take this with a grain of salt. The next expansion is going to be heavily Void themed, and Blizzard has really been doing a lot of promotions with the old TCG stuff. So like the Amazon Prime and watching a stream for a certain amount of hours. So I really do think that this guy is going to pop up sooner or later, maybe closer to the release of the War Within, because it's a lot of it has to do with the Void, and I think the Ethereals are a big part of it. So I could definitely see them giving away for free. Well, that's just my 2 cents. I don't know that for a fact, but that's what I really think is going to happen. But if you do come across it and you can get it, how do we get the Mog from it? So you will summon this guy, and I will go ahead and say you can't do this on the lower mobs because I just tried and it wouldn't work at all. But once you have him out, I guess if you're in a high enough level zone, you'll kill random enemies and he will sit there and zap them. Once he zaps them, he will give you this currency right here, the Ethereal Credit. Once you have enough of them, you can click on him and he will have a vendor. So you can't sell stuff to him, but you can buy stuff. And he's got a couple of different things here, but what we're talking about is the Ethereal Mog right here, the Soul Traders. So if we want to take a look at it, there's the head wrap, there's the chest, there's the shoulders, the belt, the hands, and the feet. So let's hide the other stuff. And where is the legs? Right there. Oh, and the back. All right, so that's what it looks like right there, the Ethereal Transmog, or the Soul Traders. But that's how you get that one. So this one might take a while to get the battle pet, but that's what it looks like. All right, so that's 10 unique Mogs in WoW, part 2. So let's go ahead and hop to the outro. So that wraps up part 2 of the unique Mogs in WoW. Let me know in the comments if there's any that you didn't know about, or some that you're gonna try and start farming. There's quite a bit that I gotta do, as you've seen. So that's something I'm gonna plan on doing. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing to the channel and leaving a like if you enjoyed it. I guess until next time, I'll see you. Peace.